just arrived, Spud.
What's the ruddy idea?
Total war, isn't it? What do you want?
Message from HQ. Where's the CO?
In the barn. Follow me.
Message from headquarters, sir.
Sergeant Hawkins! Read it.
It's in code, sir. Message begins. Exercise invasion of the London area by regular army. Home guard defending.
Yeah.
War starts at midnight. Message ends. The CO's put in pencil here, sir. Make it like the real thing.
Oh, he has he? Section commanders. Message from HQ. War starts at midnight. You have your orders, tell them in. Oh, and tell them to make it like the real thing.
What do you mean by the real thing, Spud?
Well, obviously, our loss is divided by 10 and the enemy's multiplied by 20.
Yes, sir.
That's all for now.
Sir. Anything for me, sir?
No, nothing else. War starts at midnight. We know.
They know.
We attack.
They counterattack.
Like the real thing, my Aunt Fanny. Like the real thing. Like the real thing. Sergeant Hawkins, section commanders. So war starts at midnight, does it?
Sir?
We attack at 6. Take all the Tommy guns and 3 trucks. Section leaders with Tommy guns arm the men with bombs, rifles, bayonets. Tommy.
Sir.
From your section, Rice, Unsworth.
The 2 Owens?
Yes, the 2 Owens. Now be it Tukes and Cochrane.
Not Cochrane, sir.
All right, I'll leave it to you. Stuffy, who are the biggest toughs in your lot?
Bill Wall, Wimpy, Matapan, and
Yes,
Popeye.
right. Yours, Robin?
Frank, Skeet, Douglas Shorter.
Taffy, Geordie, sir?
Busty, Porky Sims, and Pat Sullivan, sir.
Di Evans, sir.
Oh, Di Evans, we must have him, Luke, you. All right, get going.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Did you say that we attacked before war is declared?
Yes, like Pearl Harbor. I'll get going. Oh, by the way, there's just one stop at the Bull. I got a date there with Mata Hari.
Careless talk.
Yeah. Now, scram.
I wonder what's keeping Spud. Come on.
Afternoon, Sergeant Hawkins.
Good afternoon, miss.
Hey! Back on the tracks. It's great. Spud! Good, Spud. Spud!
Spud, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Come on, so what happened? Spud! She got me.
Who?
Mata Hari! Come on, quick! Oh.
Any luck?
Not a hope. She's halfway to London by now.
She's gone to warn the wizard. Come on, get my tin hat. Come on, after her.
The barricade's open, sir.
Good. Death.
You know, sir, you ought to have one of these field dressings on that.
Save it for her. She'll need it somewhere else when I catch up with her. See that barricade, my boys? Well, at midnight on the dot, it's got to be closed. And, of course, the enemy can't get through before. Because why? Because war starts at midnight!
What's the objective, sir?
Royal Bathers Club, Piccadilly.
What about Mata Hari?
We'll beat it to it. I know a couple of short cuts after Marble Arch.
There she is. Get the other trucks to close up. See if you can pass her. Dodge that taxi. Steady. Keep right on his tail. Don't follow her, keep straight on. Second left. We've got her.
on, section.
Sir.
Number 2.
Yes, sir.
Number 3. Yes, sir. You have your orders. Mr. Graves, Sergeant Hawkins.
Sir.
Yes,
Is General Wincandy in the club?
no, sir. The General left an hour ago with Brigadier General Caldecott and Air Vice Marshal Lloyd Hughes.
Did he say where he was going?
Excuse me, sir, but what is your business with the General?
I have a message with him, an urgent message.
You give me the message, I'll see the General gets it.
Damn it all, man. Are you in the Home Guard?
Why, sir?
The password is Viv Kliko 1911.
The General and his staff are in the Turkish bar, sir.
Sergeant Hawkins, you're in charge up here. Stay with him and don't leave your desk around the telephone. You're a prisoner.
The war doesn't start till midnight.
Ah, that's what you think. Sergeant, sir, that girl under the desk there, she's a prisoner too.
Sir, Corporal, leading men will...
All right, boys, this is it.
Brute force and ruddy ignorance.
Come on, up, trim, double up.
You're a prisoner. Who are you, can't you? Listen, guard this man. And answer that 10 telephone, will you?
Yes, yes, miss. One General Wincandy can't do that, miss. Sorry, miss, the General's a prisoner, and so are you. Oh, now the war's over.
And you, sir, are you the ringleader of this outbreak? Please! This is an army exercise. You're all prisoners. Now stay where you are. Gilbert, come here. Where's General Wincandy?
Who's that?
You heard.
In the steam room.
Come on, then, show me the way. Go on. This is it. Sir. Sir.
Go away.
General Wincandy.
Eh? What? Who is it?
Lieutenant Wilson, sir. 2nd Battalion, the Loamshire, sir.
What do you want, eh?
Well, sir, I'm afraid, sir, we've,
Well, say it, man. Say it. I've no time to waste.
Oh, yes, you have, sir.
I beg your pardon, sir.
You've got all night, sir.
Attendant!
I'm afraid he can't come.
Why?
He's a prisoner, sir.
What's going on here?
Invasion, sir.
But you damned young idiot. War starts at midnight, haven't you been told?
Oh, yes, sir. That's why we're here.
But may I ask on what authority?
On the authority of these guns and these men, sir.
Authority? Authority? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Get out of here, sir, you and your gang of awful militia gangsters. Get out!
Popeye. Sir. Guard this man. Stuffy.
Sir.
Go to the cubicles. Find which is General Wincandy's. You'll find a brown pigskin case there. Bring it.
Yes, sir.
But you can't do that. The code is in that case. The whole exercise will be a farce if you have that code.
Oh, no, sir. This is going to be the real thing, sir.
But war starts at midnight.
Oh, yes, you say war starts at midnight. How do you know the enemy says so, too?
But, my dear fellow, that was agreed, wasn't it?
Agreed, my foot. How many agreements have been kept by the enemy since this war started? We agreed to keep to the rules of the game, and they go on kicking us in the pants. When I joined the army, the only agreement I entered into was to defend my country by every means at my disposal, not only by the National Sporting Club rules, but by every means that have existed since Cain slugged Abel.
Stop it.
Don't we know that they're counting on us to keep to the rules?
Stop
that
it.
they openly boast about it? That they laugh at us?
Stop it! Lieutenant Watson, or whatever your name is, you are not in Hyde Park with an audience of loafers. I am Major General Wincandy. These other gentlemen have all seen service. Distinguished service with the British Army.
All I can say, sir, that when Napoleon said that an army marched on its stomach, I better stop, sir.
You're an extremely impudent young officer. But let me tell you that in 40 years' time, you'll be an old gentleman, too. And if your belly keeps pace with your head, you'll have a bigger one than any of us.
Maybe I shall in 40 years, but I doubt it. And I doubt if I'll have time to grow a moustache like yours, sir. But in 1983, at least I shall be able to say that 40 years ago, I was a fellow of enterprise.
I'll punch your head for that, young fellow. young puppy, put him up. Take that. I'll teach you. Think you can say what you like to an old one, do you? Do you know how many wars I've been in? I was fighting from the country when your father was still in bum fields. Ah, puppy, gangster. You laugh at my big belly, but you don't know how I got it. You laugh at my moustache, but you don't know why I do it. How do you know what sort of a fella I was when I was as young as you were? 40 years ago.
40 years ago. 40 years ago.
Everything you want, Mr. Candy, sir?
Yes, thanks, Peters. Da 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 dum, bum 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 ba 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 bum. Da 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 dum 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 da 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 da. Da 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 dum bum 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 da 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 da.
Quiet! Quiet! People are trying to sleep.
Doggy!
Hoppy, me old horse. Since when are you in London?
Got back yesterday, sick leave.
Uh-huh.
I say I've been searching for you all over the city.
Yes?
I'm terribly sorry to hear about your leg. Jumping jars of that, they're both there.
What the hell do you think I was standing on?
I thought you had a wooden leg.
Why should I have a wooden leg?
They told me at Bloemfontein they cut off your left leg.
Can't have, old boy. I'd have known about it.
Quiet!
Call a cab, Porter.
Yes, sir. Boy?
Handsome mind, growler's barred.
He knows, sir.
Could have done with a nap myself.
Got all night, haven't you?
Going to the theatre tonight.
Can't you sleep there?
Invited, 2 ladies.
Can I come?
One is the mother.
Your cab, sir.
Ah, the opera singers, eh? No wonder civilians are grumbling about the army. Ought to be ashamed of themselves. Yelling and screaming like some damned foreigner. It's a nice state of things. Officers and men losing their lives in South Africa, while young officers are roaring about public places like drunkards. Perhaps you are drunk, huh? What's this?
VC, sir.
Where'd you get it?
South Africa, Jordan Siding.
Your candy. Sugar candy.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Good show, candy.
Thank you, sir.
Hopwell, sir.
Hopple? Hopple? What, son of Barney Hopple at the 66?
Yes, sir.
You're very musical.
No, sir.
Listen, so are you.
Do you mean Mignon, sir? I am Titania.
You're what?
Titania, sir. We were shut up together with her in a blockhouse for 7 months near your down siding.
I beg your pardon?
It's an aria, sir. You know, Mignon. We had a phonograph and broke every record but that one. We know it by heart.
Well, are you boys going to the village?
Yes, sir.
Ah, that's where I'm going. Can I give you a lift?
No, thank you, sir. We got a cab.
Right. St. James's Palace.
Right, sir.
I hope you two boys enjoy your leave. You earned it.
Thank you, sir. Mind just sorting the door, sir.
Boy! Another handsome.
Old horse thief. Ever ridden in one?
Rather. All the way to Epsom.
Lovely lines, hasn't she?
Top in.
Appetite, sir?
No, we've just come over for a warm.
Same beastly drizzle, same fog and soot. Good old London.
Now listen, Suggy. You remember that interview you gave the Times?
You don't mean to say you read it?
Me? No. But I have a niece who has a governess who has a sister.
Pretty?
Never laid eyes on her, but she read it.
Who?
My niece's governess's sister in Berlin. And she wrote to her sister over here, who gave the letter to my niece to give to me, to give to you.
Who do I give it to?
Nobody. It's for you, and there it is.
Why?
Well, read it, you big ape. You'll find out. It's interesting.
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Fire away.
Well, sir, I have a friend...
Good. Not everyone can say that. Continue.
This friend of mine, sir, has a niece...
Yes, cut it short, my boy, cut it short. You say here something about a letter. 1, who wrote it? 2, what's in it? 3, what's the War Office got to do with it? 4, I'll tell you. 5, out. 1.
A girl wrote it from Berlin, sir. Her name's Edith Hunter. She's a governess there.
Rather an uncomfortable billet just now.
That's just it, sir. They hate us in Germany. They're spreading propaganda all over Europe that we're killing women and children in South Africa, that we're starving them in concentration camps, shooting mothers, burning babies. You wouldn't believe the things they've invented. I spoke this afternoon to Conan Doyle. He thinks something ought to be done about it, too.
About what? And what's all this about a letter? And who's Conan Doyle?
The author chap, sir, writes the Sherlock Holmes stories in the Strand magazine.
Well, this Doyle fella writes the Sherlock Holmes story?
Yes, sir. Conan Doyle. You must have seen his name.
Never heard of him. But I've read every Sherlock Holmes story since they started in July '91.
Are you reading The Hound of the Baskervilles, sir?
Am I not? What did you think of the end of the last installment?
Bit of a face of a poor old Watson, sir.
Lovely evening, my dear Watson. I really think you'll be more comfortable outside than in. Sarcastic devil, that fellow Holmes. I once had a CO just like him. He must be rather a good fellow, as authors go.
Well, sir, Mr. Conan Doyle is collecting material about our campaign in South Africa to counter German propaganda. The Times printed an interview with me about 7 weeks ago.
Oh, that's bad. Good rule to keep out of the newspapers. Still, the Times, a bit different.
Yeah, I suppose. Yes, sir. In this interview, I mentioned the name of a place called Jordan Siding. I was there for 7 months. Now, this girl writes from Berlin that the worst stories of all are being put about by a fellow called Kaunitz, who says he saw with his own eyes British soldiers kill 250 women and children at Jordan Siding in order to save feeding them.
Do you know this fellow, Kaunitz?
Of course, sir. He's the most awful little rat. He was spying for us and spying for the Boers. He made South Africa too hot for himself and skipped. Both sides would have shot him if they'd caught him.
I see. What do you want me to do about it?
My leave isn't up for 4 weeks, sir. Why shouldn't I go to Berlin and confront this little rat? I'll soon put
My dear boy. First of all, it's not done. This isn't army business, it's embassy. Leave politics to the politicians. You wouldn't like a diplomat to come charging into the front line with your company, would you?
Might do him a lot of good, sir.
Juvenile nonsense, my boy.
Sorry, sir.
You were sent home in order to recuperate. Your country needs you. Play golf?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's your form?
About 10, sir.
Yeah. Care for a game?
Sorry, sir. I'm invited by Lady Gilpin to Leicestershire. Start tomorrow.
Oh, enjoy yourself.
Am I, Major Plumley?
By the way, this author chap.
Author chap, sir?
Yes, this fella that wrote Hound of the Baskervilles.
Conan Doyle.
Yes. You didn't happen to ask him by any chance what happens in the next installment?
Just a moment.
Did you?
Yes, sir. There's another murder.
Not the Baronet.
No, sir. The baronet's safe.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
Warm for January. Damn cold, I call it.
Take my tip, my boy. You've got a damn good VC, now keep quiet for a bit.
Well, what'd he say?
Look here, do you still want to go to the theater tonight?
Well, I like that. You told me when I asked
Never
you...
mind what I said. Here you are, Box A, Her Majesty's Theater, the last of the dandies. Introduce yourself to Lady Gilpin and Sybil. Say I've gone on some secret mission. Make me out the most mysterious romantic figure. Girl's pretty, mother's a gorgon.
Are you going on a secret mission?
Yes, to Berlin.
Did he send you?
No, it's a secret from him, too.
Morning, Preedy. You send those flowers?
Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Hopwell, there's a postcard for you, sir.
Ah, from Mr. Kennedy. So the old boy got that.
How is Mr. Candy, sir?
Ready to sir.
Das ist die Dame im kleinen Salon.
Mr. Candy?
Miss Hunter?
Yes. Thank you for your telegram. It came as a great surprise to me. I had no idea you were in Berlin.
Nor had I till now.
I beg your pardon?
I only arrived yesterday.
Can you possibly mean that you've come here solely on account of my letter?
Well, naturally. You don't mind, do you?
No, no, of course not.
Well, shall we sit down?
Did you have a good journey?
Excellent. I'm sorry to bring you out in such weather. I was about to call on you.
Oh, I've changed my address.
Indeed?
Yes, my position became intolerable. I've had to leave.
No.
English people are not very popular in Berlin at the moment, you know.
Do you mean you've lost your job because you're English?
Yes.
Can you get another job?
Perhaps in a few months' time, not now.
What will you do now?
Go back.
To England?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Cheer up. England isn't as bad as all that, you know.
That is what we both want to prove, isn't it, Mr. Candy?
Yes, Miss Hunter.
How shall we begin?
Well, you mentioned in your letter a fellow named Kaunitz. Do you know what he looks like?
No, I've never seen him. I know a cafe where he and his friends hold their Stammtisch.
You do?
That means they have a table regularly reserved for them there.
Do you know any of his friends, Miss Hunter?
Yes, one, a student. Brother of my employer, my ex-employer. He is a Burschenschafter. You know what Burschenschafts are?
No, Miss Hunter.
They are associations of students professing political principles. They assert them by drinking beer and fighting duels.
Dueling is very popular here, I believe.
Oh, yes. It's a proud father that has a scarred son, and vice versa. German girls find scars very attractive. A book was recently published on the German colonies, in which it was specifically stated that one of the advantages of possessing dueling scars was that the natives of Africa look with more respect upon a white man who bears them than upon those who do not.
I feel like Stanley and Livingston.
Surely not both, Mr. Candy.
No, you're Miss Livingston, I'm the missionary.
Livingston was the missionary, Mr. Candy.
Oh, yes, of course, so he was. Well, about this cafe, can you take me there this evening?
Do you wish me to accompany you?
Of course.
Very well.
I mean, it's awfully nice of you. I should obviously be absolutely lost without you.
Then, Mr. Candy, you are Livingston, I presume. Oh, it's a song, all the rage just now. Die Mühle ging rum und rum. The mill went round and round, Mr. Candy.
Miss Hunter, I'm afraid I've met you here under false pretenses.
Indeed, why?
There are political complications. The Prince of Wales is coming to Berlin. He's invited to the Kaiser's birthday party. A goodwill visit and all that sort of thing, you know.
Yes, I know. It was in the papers.
You see, Miss Hunter, I know a chap at our embassy here. We were at school together. His name's Fitzroy. Only we used to call him Babyface.
But how are the Prince of Wales and your friend babyface connected?
Well, you see, he nearly had a fit when he knew why I'd come. Babyface, I mean. He lugged me in to see the second secretary, and he nearly had a fit, too. The possible scandal, you know.
Are you coming to a point, Mr. Kerr?
Yes. The point is that I had to promise to do nothing. And I went bail for you, too.
Oh.
Apparently, it's a matter for careful diplomacy. You can see what they mean.
Yes, of course.
I know nothing about politics. I rather stuck my head in where I wasn't wanted. You know, I could get into the most awful trouble.
Trouble, Mr. Candy?
Well, I'm a soldier. You know that, Miss Hunter?
I thought you were a soldier this morning, Mr. Candy. Or have you joined the army since lunch?
Riedmeister von Heumann, Riedmeister Hoffmann, meiner Kommilitonen.
The table's filling up.
Whose table?
Don't you know the Standish? It's where Carnets was seated.
You know, it's a bit staggering to see a girl take such an interest in politics.
Politics?
Well, what else can you call it? German propaganda against England, counter-propaganda, this forbidden thing. That's politics, isn't it?
Not for me, nor for a great many people. You see, Mr. Candy, when our embassy in Berlin reports to the Foreign Office in London that a slight change of attitude is visible in the German nationals towards the Boer question, I have to report home in my letter that I have lost my position and am returning to the bosom of my family.
I suppose they'd be rather sick about it.
On the contrary, they will welcome me with open arms.
I don't blame them, either.
No, Mr. Candy, you see, my family were opposed to my coming to Berlin. They said that the best place for a young girl is home.
Quite so.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
How do you know what is the best place for a young girl? Are you a girl?
I said,
have you
really,
any daughters?
I said it.
You see, while you men have been fighting, we women have been thinking. Think for yourself, Mr. Candy. What careers are there open to a woman? She can get married.
I was just going to say.
Yes, supposing she doesn't want to get married. She can go and be a governess. But what does a governess know, Mr. Candy? Nothing, I assure you. Then what can she teach the children who are in her charge? Very little except good manners, if she herself has good manners.
Good manners are important.
Did you learn that in South Africa, Mr. Candy? My brothers told me that good manners cost us Megafontein, Stormberg, and Colenso. 6,000 men killed and 20,000 wounded. And 2 years of war. When with a little common sense and bad manners, there would have been no war at all.
One thing I don't understand is why you should have to teach German children manners. I should have thought there were plenty of English kids.
I will tell you if you promise not to laugh at me.
Promise?
My only asset is a fluent command of English.
Here, here.
Obviously, to teach English in England is to carry coals to Newcastle and correspondingly ill-paid. I therefore decided to obtain a post in Germany, where my English would command a premium. And having learned German, to return to England, where my German...
Well, I'll be sugar.
That is he.
It's him, all right, the little skunk.
Well, shall we go?
Go? Oh, yes, I suppose so.
History will remember this as the great retreat from the Cafe Hohenzollern.
Just a second, please. Here we are. Can you get the orchestra to play 141?
Why, yes, of course, call the waiter. Herr Ober? Why, it's Mignon. I am Titania. Do you really like
Please, ask him. I'll explain later. Herr Ober!
Kann die Kapelle 141 spielen?
Aber natürlich.
Herr Kapellmeister, der Tisch da drüben wünscht die Mignon, die Dame mit dem Hut.
Garnetz was a prisoner in our blockhouse for 7 weeks. This was the only record we had in our phonograph. I want to see if he remembers it.
Also, Kaunitz, nun erzählen Sie mal.
Also, meine Herren, dieser hängende Engländer, und passen Sie mal auf, Damen!
Touched him on the raw, all right?
Ich bitte um Zeigen, aber diese Musik kann ich nicht leiden.
Wieder wird es.
Herr Ober!
He's calling the waiter. Herr Ober!
Sagen Sie dem Kapellmeister, dass er den Mignon abholen soll.
Is it done to bribe the orchestra?
Not with money. Beer. Beer für das Orchester.
Jawohl.
So war es ein widerwärtig.
Bitte, Herr Kapellmeister, hören Sie auf, das Mignon zu spielen.
Warum das?
Dort unten an dem Tisch sitzen Herrschaften. Sie wünschen es dir zu hören. Es geht dir auf die Nerven.
Long run to Kaunitz.
Na also, Prost, meine Herren! Prost! Prost!
Reinforcements are coming.
Herr Kapellmeister, Bier für das Orchester.
Das ist großartig, was gesagt. Bier. Und wovon kommt?
Von dem Tisch da drüben.
Ich habe doch gesagt, dass Schluss gemacht wird. Jawohl, ich habe das nötig veranlasst, aber da oben ist ein Herr, der von uns stürmisch das Mignon gespielt wird. Ist eine verdammte Frechheit. Na, warte mal.
It's coming up.
Let's go, Mr. Candy.
A bit late now.
I hope he doesn't see you.
I hope he does. Hello, Kaunitz?
Das ist ja eine schöne Überraschung, Herr Candy.
Come on, Kaunitz, you speak English?
I do.
But I prefer German. Meine Damen und Herren!
Stop it, Kaunitz, I'm with a lady.
You should have thought of that before you started your little joke. Erlauben Sie mir, dass ich...
Stop it, Kaunitz.
Take off your... Come on, be a good lad. Was machst du?
Herren und Herren!
Get back to your table.
Dafür werden Sie Rechenschaft geben. Sie Pflegel, Sie. Rasch, hilf mir, Hans! Herr Kapellmeister, spielen Sie einen Walzer.
Please tell him that it's all his fault. He started it.
Engländer! Bitte, meine Herren, kein Skandal! Bitte, meine Herren, nehmen Sie Ihre Plätze ein. Eine Schande! Sie dulden englische Schweine in Ihrem Lokal.
Wir haben gar nichts gemacht.
Ihnen haben wir nichts zu tun, Fräulein.
Manners?
Oh, ich spreche Englisch. You will get into great trouble, my men. You are not now in England.
You saw very well that he asked for it.
Was hat er gesagt? Herr Kaunitz is a friend of us. You will satisfaction give.
Please stop shouting. You don't understand. This gentleman and Herr Kaunitz are old friends.
Was hat er gesagt?
Sie sagt, Kaunitz und er sind alte Freunde.
It's going a bit far to call that skunk a friend of mine.
Herr Kaunitz is a member of der Altdeutsche Verband.
Then the Altdeutsche Verband ought to be ashamed of itself.
Er sagt, der Altdeutsche Verband soll sich verschämen. Mein Herr, Officers of the Imperial German Army are member of der Altdeutsche Verband.
Then the officers of the Imperial German Army ought to be ashamed of themselves too.
Meine Damen und Herren, er hat gesagt, die Offiziere der Armee seiner Majestät des Kaisers sollen sich verschämen.
Einen Augenblick, bitte.
Bitte sehr.
Von Ritter.
Schönborn.
Fitzroy.
Angenehm.
Angenehm. Können wir mit Ihnen durchsprechen?
Natürlich. Was wünschen Sie, meine Herren?
Being on British territory, shall we rather speak in English?
Righto. How can I help you, gentlemen? Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Thank you. We wish some information about a competitor of yours in Berlin, certain Mr. Candy.
Clive Candy?
Yes, Clive Candy.
You come to the right man. I know him well. We were at Harrow together.
Indeed.
Yes, we've lost touch a bit since the war, though. He's Army, you know.
He is an officer of the British Army.
Yes, he's just returned from South Africa.
Oh, this is excellent news. Ausgezeichneter Mann als Offizier.
Großartig.
You have relieved us from great doubts.
I don't quite understand.
We were worried that your friend might not be able to give satisfaction.
Satisfaction?
It is understood that an officer of the Imperial German Army cannot demand satisfaction from an opponent who is not his equal in position and honor. But since this Clive Candy is an officer, he can be challenged.
Challenged? To what?
To a duel, Mr. Fitzroy.
Duel? Steady. Hurry over to the Kaiserhof. Bring Mr. Clive Candy here at once. Don't come back without him. Yes, I told you to hurry, Dave. Now, don't argue. Go at once.
Mr. Candy has insulted the whole of the German army.
Oh, I didn't insult anybody, sir. I only said that if the army officers belong to the El Deutsche Verband with Kaunitz...
Then the German army ought to be ashamed of itself, that's what you said. 82 Uhlan officers want to challenge you.
Yeah, Mr. Candy's told the whole story. By the way, Candy, that girl you mentioned, is she trustworthy?
Oh, undoubtedly, sir.
No. Colonel, surely it's not suggested that Mr. Candy should fight the whole officer corps?
They are drawing lots, sir, to decide who is to have the honor of fighting this gentleman who has not insulted anybody.
Yes, I agree. Have you any suggestions, Colonel?
Literally speaking, Mr. Candy has no option. He cannot fight a duel, he must run away.
Politically speaking, such an action would be disastrous. Now, Mr. Candy must fight.
Yes, but gentlemen, one moment. You know, surely you're leaving Mr. Candy out of your calculations.
I'll fight if necessary, sir.
Yes, my dear boy, I know that. Now, you better go to your hotel.
Yes.
Yes, and stay there. Oh, and could you get in touch with Miss...
Miss Hunter, sir? I believe I could.
Well, explain to her it's necessary to give the impression that your reasons for coming to Berlin were to see her. Hmm? You're probably in love with her or something of the sort.
I say so, but I'm not.
Well, my dear Mr. Candy, you've caused enough trouble already. Do what I ask. Meanwhile, I and these gentlemen will discuss the best way to get you out of this. And us.
May I have the codex, Herr Rittmeister? Thank you. This is our famous Brown Codex, Colonel Goodhead. Code of honor observed by all duelists. We thought you might not be familiar with it.
Thank you. I shall study it with attention.
We have permission to offer for the site of the duel, the gymnasium at the barracks of our regiment.
We agree.
We are now in the position to announce the name of our fellow officer who will fight Lieutenant Candy. Oberleutnant Theodor Kretschmer-Schuldorf.
May I make a note of that?
With the greatest of pleasure.
His card.
Thank you. Have you, gentlemen, any suggestions regarding choice of leader for the duel?
We suggest the military attaché to the Swedish legation.
Schon angemessen, Herr Rittmeister.
Ausgezeichnet. We agree. His name is?
Colonel Ball.
Colonel Ball.
Regarding sabers, we shall, of course, supply a number to choose from.
With your permission, we shall supply a number as well.
Most certainly, Colonel. The choice of sabers will be determined by lot.
I see. Good.
You know, of course, that sabers must not exceed the maximum weight of 60 decagrams.
60 decagrams.
We shall make a note of it.
You will, of course, bring your own, Doctor. We shall bring ours.
We agree.
Do you prefer to strip the upper parts of the bodies of the combatants, or do you prefer them in shirt sleeves?
Shirt sleeves. I see here that paragraph 133 says, A few hours previous to the duel, it is advisable to take a bath.
Only the principals, not the seconds.
It's a very strange sensation to be preparing a duel between two people who've never even seen each other.
It happens sometimes. Marriages also, you know. By the way, has your man ever fought a duel?
No. Has yours?
Strictly between ourselves, Theo doesn't really approve of duels.
Then, gentlemen, is this fight really necessary?
Sir, there are moments in a soldier's life when his personal feelings do not count. Oberleutnant Kretschmer-Schuldorff knows his duties very well.
We have not agreed upon the time, gentlemen.
Will 7 o'clock in the morning be agreeable to you?
Get it over early.
I agree. 7 o'clock.
It would be advisable to meet half an hour earlier.
At 6:30 a.m. in the gymnasium of the barracks of the 2nd Uhlans.
Ah, here comes our man.
Morning, slept well?
Very. He was still sleeping when I called for him at the hotel.
Forgot to wake me.
Your nerves are all right, my boy.
Dr. Crowler, Mr. Candy.
How do you do?
How do you do? Oh. Why wasn't I allowed any breakfast?
Because the book says not.
It would.
Ah, you'll do.
You want this?
I hope you've read it.
Miss Hunter read it. She says it's a joke, good enough for punch. Where is Theo Kretschmer-Schuldorff?
Oh, he hasn't shown up yet.
I can congratulate you on your pronunciation of the name.
I learned it by heart, so that when my grandchildren say, Grandpa, have you ever cut anybody's ear off? I should be able to say, yes, Theo Kretschmer-Schuldorff. Nobody could invent a name like that. Hello, who's this?
Colonel Borg, the Swedish military attaché. He's going to lead the combat. Colonel Borg, Mr. Candy.
I must, of course, use German expressions. I shall say los for starting and halt for stop. Can you memorize these two words?
I'll try, sir. Anyhow, at the beginning, I'll be pretty sure that you mean start, and during the combat, you're not likely to say start again.
That is true. Excuse me.
7 o'clock. Theo Kretschmer-Schuldorff will forfeit his entrance fee if he isn't. Wish I'd brought my uniform.
How are you with a saber?
Oh, I don't know. I know which end to hold.
We drew lots for them.
Hope mine's a nice light one.
Oh, all sabers weigh the same.
Seconds, please. Excuse me, please. Would you undo your shirt? Thank you. Right. Do you want to roll up your sleeve or will you rip it off?
What's better?
I am not permitted to give advice.
I think I'll rip it.
It is definitely better.
Doctor, your scissors, please. What did you hope to find in there?
Protective bandages.
Good luck, my boy.
Now you alone will come with me, please.
You better rub your feet in the rosin.
Ich werde jetzt das Protokoll verlesen. I shall read now the protocol. Sie dürfen den Kampf erst auf das Kommando los beginnen. You will start only at the command los. Sie müssen den Kampf auf das Kommando Halt unterbrechen, wer es auch immer gibt. You must stop the combat if you hear the command Halt, whoever may say it. Sobald Sie sich verwundet fühlen, haben Sie den Kampf sofort einzustellen und durch Zurückspringen die Distanz einzunehmen, auch wenn nicht Halt kommandiert wird. If you feel to be wounded, you must stop the combat, and by leaping back, you must regain position at the original distance, even if no Halt has been commanded. Es ist verboten, die Waffe des Gegners mit der bloßen Hand zu ergreifen. It is forbidden to seize the weapon of the opponent with a bare hand. Sekundanten, bitte. Stellung einnehmen. Into fighting position, please. Fertig. Ready. Los!
They must have started by now.
You never know. I heard of one chap whose nerve broke. Absolutely went all to pieces.
Poor fellow.
He was in such a funk, this chap, that he couldn't even lift his arm. His seconds tried to lift it for him, but as soon as they let go, down it dropped like a railroad signal. Shh. Rum. I say, I hope our chap doesn't get killed. It'll create an awful stink if he does.
Mr. Fitzroy, I think you're the most odious man I've ever met. And if anything does happen to him, I'll blow up your embassy.
I say. Are you a suffragette, Miss Hunt?
Never mind, but if anything does happen to Mr. Candy,
I
shall...
mean Shuggy. I was talking about the German fella. Nothing could possibly ever happen to Shuggy. He won the fencing shield at school 2 years running. Do you know that man has the most...
Oh, look!
Sie brauchen sich in keiner Weise zu beunruhigen. Wir werden alles Nötige tun.
Vielen Dank.
Natürlich wird der Patient nicht vor 6 Wochen aufstehen können.
Afternoon, Miss Hunter.
Good afternoon.
You can go in now, my dear.
How is he?
The doctor says 6 to 8 weeks. Not longer. Fit as a fiddle.
I'm so glad.
They've given permission for you to stay here in the building.
Oh, I'm not staying in Germany, Colonel Goodhead. I go back tomorrow. I've already telegraphed my father.
Haven't you told her?
No. Now, Miss Hunter, you must be sensible. We're very fortunate that everything has gone off so well. You wouldn't want to spoil everything, would you?
Spoil everything?
The duel was generally supposed to be about you. What would people say if you left him now, wounded and alone in a nursing home? Naturally, I thought you understood all this. Otherwise, why have you come here?
Say goodbye to Mr. Candy.
Go in now, Miss Hunter. And don't bother about the bills. They have orders to send those to the embassy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Hunter.
Well.
Good afternoon, Miss Hunter. You are Miss Hunter, are you not? My name is Emeric, and I speak really excellent English.
Oh, that's splendid. How is he?
He can neither hear nor speak. It will be very difficult for a day or two until we take the bandages off. He has a fine cut. His upper lip is very nearly severed. It is really almost 10 centimeters in length. A knife could not have done it better.
Is he in great pain?
Oh, but certainly. He's a very lucky man not to have glass splinters in the wound. It is a very common accident in our winter. The snow freeze on the boot, the warm room melt the ice, and a little piece of slippery ice lie in wait for the hurrying foot. But to fall right through the glass window of the British ambassador, that is not so common.
No, indeed.
And would you believe it? We have another accident in the next wing. An officer. He is cut to the forehead. 12 stitches.
Quite a coincidence.
I go now to prepare your room. You are staying here, don't you?
Yes, Nurse Anne, I do.
If you wish to speak to him, please do shout.
I have got you into an awful mess. Awful mess. You've got me into a mess, too. I forgive you. Do you want me to write to your people in England? Parents? Brother? Sister? Fiancé? Or you want your wallet? Oh, your aunt. What's the address? Your aunt seems to like short letters. What shall I tell her, the truth? Accident. Hunting accident. Do you know Oberleutnant Kretschmar Schuldorf is here? He has a very bad cut on his forehead. 8 stitches. Oh, he has 12 stitches.
Here is refreshment, Miss Hunter. Then you must depart for today.
When can he have visitors?
Wednesday is Visitors' Day, Miss Hunter.
Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. a bell is rung for the end of visitors' hours.
Auf Wiedersehen, Onkel.
Ach, die wunderbaren Ulanen.
After you, sir.
Oh, bitte sehr. Nach Ihnen.
What's he say, Aubrey?
I think he wants us to go first, sir.
Can't do that, can we? You and I, you know, together.
Oh, bitte sehr.
Ach, wie nett. Was können Sie bloß sein?
Keine Ahnung.
Engländer.
Oh, danke, danke, Fräulein.
I had thought that no one could smoke so much as a German officer. Now I see that a British officer can surpass him.
And not only in smoking, my dear Nurse Erna.
And in what else also?
Eating, drinking, making love, growing moustaches. Miss Hunter, I'm going to grow a moustache. What is your opinion?
Excellent.
Our dragoons gave you the idea.
Oh, you always find me out.
I saw them cross the vestibule preceded by their moustaches. They nearly caused a diplomatic incident at the door. They collided with a party of Uhlans coming from...
My dear Miss Hunter, soldiers cause military incidents. They leave diplomacy to the diplomats.
A German officer would shave off his moustache to show that he had a scar.
That's just one of the points where we differ, my dear Nurse Erna. Will you like me with a moustache, Miss Hunter?
How do you know you can grow one?
Oh, Nurse Erna, is it permissible to insult the patients? What view, if any, do you take of my great moustache plan?
You are the moustache type.
Thank you. She's taken them away, always tidying up. Nurse Erna, where are my... Thank you.
Is the British Army enjoying itself in Berlin?
On the whole, yes. They had lunch yesterday in the regimental mess of the 1st Dragoon Guards. The Kaiser spoke and the Prince of Wales spoke.
Spoke about what?
Nobody could remember.
When do they return to London?
In a week. Would you care to accompany them?
Well, they'll have a special train, surely.
Oh, we could always try. Or you could stay another 5 weeks and come back with me. Great care must be taken of me.
No doubt.
No answer at all. Will you or won't you? If you stay on, you may get another job.
We'll see. Oh, we're going to play cards?
I asked Nurse Erna to fix up a bridge for. We don't want to get bored.
The head nurse is finding a suitable couple for you to play with after dinner. But you must not stay up after 10:30 at the very latest.
I promise you, Nurse Erna.
You do play?
Only whist.
Oh, it's simple. Let's have a trial game of double dummy.
I will bring a lamp.
You're a good pupil, Edith. That's £32,000 I owe you. Toss your double or quits.
Agreed.
Well, what is it?
Heads. No, I mean tails.
Heads it is. Ha, we're quits.
Here are cigarettes. But please to remember, Mr. Candy, that smoking is bad for you.
Ich liebe Sie, Nurse Erna.
You are an angel, Nurse Erna. Oh, there are our guests. Would you let them in?
Frau von Kalteneck, Oberleutnant Kretschmer-Schuldorf, Miss Hunter, Mr. Candy. Ich hoffe, Sie werden sich gut unterhalten.
How do you do?
Kretschmer-Schuldorf.
Yes, I know.
10 Uhr werde ich Sie wieder abholen.
Danke sehr.
I'm very glad you've come.
I promised Theo to make a little speech. He would like to have made it himself.
Very much.
Theo knows only 2 English expressions. Very much and not very much. Stimmt's, Theo?
Very much.
He would like to have come before.
Very much.
Only he was afraid nobody could translate to you what he says.
Miss Hunter speaks German. She sprechen German.
Was wirklich, gnädiges Fräulein, Sie reden Deutsch?
Oh, nicht sehr gut.
Oh, ich finde, Sie reden ausgezeichnet.
Theo has heard that you took part in the South Africa campaign.
Ja, ja.
And that you have won a very famous medal.
Ja, Victoria...
Victoria Cross.
Ja, Cross.
He envies you because a German officer knows about war only from the newspapers.
And mostly wrongly.
And mostly wrongly.
Let's have a drink, shall we? Sherry?
I would love a glass of sherry.
Would you like sherry?
Not very much.
Port?
Was nehmen Sie, gnädiges Fräulein?
She and I, we drink Kirchwater.
Oh, Kirschwasser.
Yes, that's right, Kirchwater. Do you like it?
Very, very much.
Let me help you. Do you know Berlin, Mr. Candy?
The Hotel Kaiserhof, the British Embassy, the Café Hohenzollern, and the gymnasium of the barracks of the 2nd Uhlans.
I hope we shall be able to show you more than that.
And a Zigarette, Oberleutnant?
Furchtbar nett, danke sehr.
Do you like the opera concerts?
I prefer riding, hunting, or polo.
I adore hunting, and I love sports.
Interessieren Sie sich für Sport, gnädiges Fräulein?
Nein, ich habe keinerlei Talent für Sport.
Cut for partners.
You and I.
Sie und ich.
Furchtbar nett. Ich hoffe, wir spielen jeden Abend.
What's he say?
I hope we shall be able to play every night.
Oh, yes, rather.
Very much.
I say.
Oh, babyface, I want you a moment.
What is it, those nursing home accounts?
Here, would you kindly explain what the deuce this item means? 40 packs of playing cards?
Oh, there.
Well, it's enough for the casino at Monte Carlo.
I know. I spoke to Miss Hunter about it. She says the evenings were so long there's nothing much to do at Stolpensee in the winter.
Very well.
Don't you ever do any work? What? Oh, this. First time this year. Draw it mild.
Well, don't catch a cold. These nursing homes are an expensive business. Is Miss Hunter returning to England?
As far as I know.
Well, not at our expense, I hope.
Good heavens, no. She was going anyway.
Oh, so is Candy, for that matter.
I know. He had a return ticket. It's expired.
Very well. Buy him a new one.
Righto.
And get Candy to give you that old ticket of his. We'll claim a refund at Cook's.
Half a mo, those things belong to Tail. Put them with the alarm clock. How's your own packing going?
Not fast.
Well, you'd better hurry up then.
You all right?
Well, don't you be so sure. We've only got half an hour. We're going to call the embassy first. Stop mooning about.
I'm not mooning about.
Keep your hair on. I say, old girl, what's up? Edith, I say, what's the matter? It's not because I didn't call for you yesterday, is it? You know Frau von Kaltnick left for the south last night.
Did she?
You knew she was going.
I'd forgotten.
It's not my fault if you don't like horses, is it? We went to see her riding stable. She's got some fine beasts. They're a bit fat, though. I say, old girl, do stop crying. Supposing somebody came in.
Nobody will come in.
Look. I promised to take you out the first night we get back to London. Her Majesty's Theatre, the last of the dandies. They say it's an awfully good show.
But the paper said...
What paper? What do you mean? That's what's making you cry?
The paper said there was a play at Her Majesty's Court. Ulysses!
Oberleutnant Kretschmer-Schultorf returns your books, Mr. Candy. He is on his way to see you.
You'd better. I'll meet you in the hall. Well, what am I to do with them? I don't read German. Miss Hunter got them for me.
You can present them to our library.
Clever, Nurse Erna. But I must write my name in them. So, Clive Candy's name will live forever in a corner at Stolpensee.
May I come in?
Come in, me old horse, me old steeplechaser.
Wo ist Edith?
Packing.
Wieso packing?
That's all.
Bitte. Wieso packing?
Well, of course. And see? How much longer see?
Oh, ich eine week oder
2 weeks?
2 week. Ja. Clive, Edith, come here, translate.
I can translate.
Nein, danke, das ist viel zu wichtig.
Don't interrupt Edith. She'll never be ready.
Shall I fetch Miss Hunter?
Ich müssen call at embassy, old man. Get my ticket nach London.
Ja. Bitte, wollen Sie das gnädige Fräulein herholen?
Drink?
Nein, not now.
All right. What the blazes is up with everybody today?
Clive, you and I, friends, yes or no?
Well, of course we're friends.
We must duel again.
Where's your dictionary, old man? You must have got 2 pages stuck together.
I love your... Wieso ich das Wort vergessen? Your Miss Hunter.
Say that again.
I love your Miss Hunter.
You're cuckoo.
Oh, nein, ich nein, cuckoo. You cuckoo, because Miss Hunter
loves me.
Congratulations. When did it happen? Why don't I know about it?
No duel?
Duel? Ich fight anyone who tried to stop it. Now will you have a drink?
Double drink!
You know, old boy, Edith was never my fiancée.
Ah, fiancée, das ist das Wort, das ich nicht finden konnte.
No, not my fiancée. Lovely girl, sweet girl, but not my fiancée. Next.
Bottom up.
Come in! Ah, Nurse Erna. Come and have a drink. Where's the fiancée?
Does sie nicht kommen?
She won't come down. Then we go up. Come on, Tail.
Moment, die Flaschen.
Und the glasses.
Come in.
Edith, my child, I feel like a proud father.
Do you, Clive? Why?
I have to give you away, don't I?
Who told you?
I told.
In fluent double German.
Das einzige Wort, das ich nicht finden konnte, war
Fiancé.
Fiancé, ja.
A toast. Here's to the happiness of my fiancée, who was never my fiancée. And here's to the man who tried to kill me before he was introduced to me. Prost.
Prost.
May I kiss the bride?
Why ask? I did not ask.
Goodbye, Clive.
Goodbye, Edith, old girl. I hope we'll meet again sometime.
I'm sure we shall.
Now, listen to me, you son of a gun. You won't understand a word of what I'm going to say, but I came to Berlin to find a rat, and I found two of the grandest people I've ever met. I leave to you, you Prussian stiff-neck you, this girl in trust. And if you don't take care of her, I'll raise the whole of England against you. The Navy will steam up your stinking stulpancy, and I'll lead the army down under the Linden, and we'll...
Clive, my English is not very much, but my friendship for you is very much.
I hope it's taught you a damn good lesson, Candy.
Yes, sir.
The trouble with you young fellas is you always want to go changing everything. And what's the result? You spend all your leave in a nursing home full of foreigners. You cost the Treasury a lot of money. You make the Foreign Office very cross. Yes, very cross. And what do you get for it? Your beauty's spoiled. You weren't any fashion plate before. I'd be surprised if any woman would look twice at you now.
So would I, sir.
When you were here in January, I told you very clearly it was not your concern, it was an embassy job.
Well, sir, I thought I'd take a chance.
A chance? A chance? You can't afford to take a chance with your career, my boy. You are in the army as a career, aren't you? Not for 5 minutes. You're putting up a pretty good show. You go barging in on this nonsense, and you come very near to getting yourself kicked out. You don't want to get kicked out, do you?
No, sir.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Don't bother your head with things you don't understand and you won't go far wrong. Never go off at half-cock. Keep cool, keep your mouth shut, and avoid politicians like the plague. That's the way to get on in the army.
Thank you, sir.
Care to dine at my club tonight?
Sorry, sir, I'm taking someone to the theater.
Pretty?
I haven't met her yet, sir.
Yeah, still a bit cracked, my boy. Well, I hope you improve as you get older. And cheer up, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Father, whose oath in hollow hell is heard,
whose act is lightning out a thunder word. A boon that I compassion find for one the most unhappy of mankind.
How is he named?
Ulysses, he who planned to take the tarred city of Troyland.
What wouldst thou?
This, that he at last may view the smoke of his own fire upcurling blue.
Where abides the man?
Calypso this long while detains him in her languorous ocean isle.
Father of gods, this man hath stricken blind my dear son Polyphemus, and with wind, with roaring waves, by me let him be hurled from sea to sea, and dashed about the world.
Peace, children! From your shrill reviling cease! Hermes, command Calypso to release Ulysses and to waft him overseas. Ulysses shall return.
Cloud gatherer, stay.
Yet canst thou work him mischief on the way. There he touch at last his native shore. Ulysses must abide one labor more.
Yes, thank you. Where's the bar?
Darling, do control yourself.
And breathing, pace amid the breathless dead, the track of terror and the slope of doom.
I say, there's old Shuggy.
Really, darling?
Where?
Remember, sir, she snares the spell.
Shuggy.
But his deep
Shuggy.
for home is hungering still.
Shuggy.
Thou, O father, in thy youth, didst feel at least for mortal women Ruth. To Leda, Leto, Danny, we are told, didst show thee on occasion tenfold.
It's the girl with Clive, darling. Do you know her?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Well, darling, who is she?
I believe he met her sister in Berlin.
Darling, why all this mystery? Who is she?
My niece's governess, Miss Hunter.
Wonders will never cease. Sybil Gilpin out without her mother, and with Hoppy, too.
Oh, didn't you know, Mr. Candy? They're married.
Hoppy and Sybil?
Over a month ago. The family were quite taken by surprise. It was very romantic and sudden. And they met here in this very theater.
I know. I seem to be a born matchmaker. Hello, Pebble.
Master Clive!
Your aunt is asleep.
All right, don't disturb her. I didn't feel like going to the club this evening.
You're not sick, Master Clive.
No. I say, Pebble, how did you feel when you buried Mr. Pebble?
It wasn't so bad at the time, Master Clive. There was so much to do. It was after that it got bad, if you understand me. I hope you haven't come from a burying, sir.
No, from the theater. But it was the same thing in a way.
Was it a sad play?
On the contrary, it was a musical play. Is the bed in the den made up?
No, sir. But it won't take a minute if you don't mind sleeping in blankets. There isn't time to wear the sheets. Lady Margaret has made some changes.
What is going on down there?
Am I staying?
I suppose so, since there's no man here to throw you out.
I say, don't put up my South African heads.
I don't know.
They don't look half so bad, do they?
No. Pebble, stop fussing like an old hen and go to your bed.
Yes, my lady. Good night, Master Clive.
Good night.
Now, even money that some catastrophe has brought you here.
You're on.
Debts?
No,
A woman.
not exactly.
Explain.
I went to the theater tonight
Alone?
with a girl.
And why, pray, is she? Not exactly.
Oh, it was nothing to do with her.
Perhaps. See anyone there you knew?
I met Hoppy and Sybil Gilpin. They're married.
Oh, why not? A very suitable match. He has money and she has land and neither of them has any brains. You surely weren't in love with her.
With Sybil? Oh, no.
I'm glad of that. She has the muscles of a prize fighter. She'll hit Hoppy one day.
Hoppy could give her a couple of stone.
Oh, she'll soon make that up, I assure you. Who is this girl you took to the theater tonight?
A Miss Hunter. I met her sister in Berlin.
Is she nice?
Very. I mean the sister.
Which sister?
The one that stayed in Berlin.
Then the one in London is not so nice, I take it.
No.
I see. Now, listen, Clive. I have 18 rooms here, a bone-idle staff eating their heads off, and when you come home from South Africa, you go straight to your club.
I know, it's awful.
I want you to remember that whatever you do and wherever you are, you've always got a home here. And whatever you shoot, there's always room for them here, too. Look how much room there is.
This is Dead Cow Crossroads, sir.
Question is whether that's the church with the double tower or the Estaminet de Pont. Damn it, Murdoch, you're supposed to know the road.
I know it at night, sir. In the daytime it looks different.
Eh? You got a scent?
Yes, sir. Yon's on road, sir. I can smell the two horses or sappers didn't they bury?
Hark away, then.
Hark away, sir.
Glad to see you, sir. I've got another umbrella for you.
You've a marvelous eye for loot, Bansile.
Lent from the English in the Boer War, sir.
Where'd you get them?
Off Jerry's, 11 of them brought in an hour ago. Lord knows where they stole them. They were using them for camouflage against aircraft.
Good evening.
Evening, sir.
Evening, sir. Can we get through to the RTO at Dupuis, something?
Dupuis-sur-Clair? The Yanks are down there. How about it, Petty?
I'm afraid the line's down between us and mile 14, sir. I can send a runner.
What message, sir?
Tell him to hold a place on the leave train. When can I leave here?
Not before dark. They're plastering the road between 17 and 19 with shrapnel.
Right. Someone look after Murdoch?
Nobby. Very good, sir. Mind the lead, sir. Petty, get that runner away.
Yes, sir.
If any of you have any important letters or messages home, I'll take them.
Thank you, sir.
Petty, just now I'll see the prisoners again.
Right, sir.
What are these prisoners?
Uhlans, 2nd Regiment. That's all I've got out of them so far.
I'd like to question them.
Certainly, sir. Petty.
2nd Regiment of Uhlans.
Sir? Bring in the prisoners and tell the orderly to light the lamp.
Any officer with them?
I can't. Not so lucky.
Where'd you nab them?
Floating down the river early this morning. I had a boom across and netted them like salmon.
They'd 100 pounds of dynamite with them. My guess is they were after the new pontoon bridge below Saint-Mangy.
How the devil did they get to know about that?
They took one of our patrols prisoner day before yesterday.
Are you suggesting that our fellows talk?
The Germans know how to make them talk.
Oh. Well, if they are, they're cracking, my dear chap. It's a sure sign. Nobody starts to fight foul till he sees he can't win any other way. I quite believe Hindenburg, who I heard said the other day that until now, Germany has used her arms with honor. I admit he said nothing about her legs. Get that off to brigade in the morning.
Certainly, sir.
Do any of you know Oberst Kretschmer Schuldorf? Don't play deaf. He was an Oberst in your regiment the last time I heard of him. Oberst Kretschmer Schuldorf, 2nd Regiment of Uhlans. Which of you can speak English?
Hey, you spoke English an hour ago. Answer the brigadier.
I do speak.
Ah. Now listen to me. We don't use the same methods that I hear you use on your prisoners, but I assure you we have means to find out what we want. What was this explosive found on you intended for?
I don't know.
Don't lie.
I do not know.
You took 3 of our men prisoners 2 days ago.
No.
Then how did you know about the bridge?
I know nothing about the bridge.
Then why were you carrying dynamite?
Quite safe to go now, sir. Your car's waiting.
Won't you stay for dinner, sir?
What have you got?
Macaroni. We found it in the cellar.
Beastly stuff.
And the usual corned horse.
Oh, I think I'll take my chance at Dupuy. Pity I've got to go. I'd like another shot at those prisoners.
Oh, I think I've got the idea, sir. I'll tackle him for you.
Right. Make your report to brigade.
Very good, sir. Now listen. I am in command here now, and I know how to deal with you scum. I'm not a simple English gentleman. I'm a simple South African. And I can assure you that I have means to get what I want. What was the dynamite for? How many of you got away? What happened to the 3 men you took prisoners?
30 seconds to reply.
Michel 10.
Pont Saint Michel 10.
8:35.
8:35.
Hello! Hello! Damn it! Lousy line's dead, sir. I can't get Beechwood.
Hell, keep trying.
Right.
Yeah, and what do you want?
I'm Brigadier General Candy.
I'm sorry, sir. Sit down and take the load off your feet. I couldn't see your grasp for the mud. What can I do for you?
You're the railway transport officer?
I run trains, if that's what you mean. That is, when there are any trains to run.
Did you get my chit?
Jake, will you, for the Lord's sake, get me through to Beechwood? The Colonel's having kittens. Try the other circuit. You said chit?
Yes.
What's a chit?
A message, man, a message. I want transport to London. It's urgent.
Hasn't been any message through here since I've been on duty. See what we can do for you. Jake, get RTO at Ami Le Bon, will you?
Okay,
yes,
sir.
Colonel. Yes. Yes, we're trying to get through, sir. We're trying the other circuit now. Yes, I'll let you know. Merry little madhouse we've got here, isn't it?
Yes, very. When does my train leave? Where do I change? And where can I get some food?
I thought so. Thanks very much. Yeah, that's just what I thought. You'll have to go through to Ami Le Bon.
I've come from Ami Le Bon to catch a train here. My motor car is stuck in the mud, so don't...
What, Colonel? The hell you say? Well, thanks a lot. That's that.
What's what?
A German delegation is on its way to see General Foch. They're going to sue for an armistice.
Yippee!
Nonsense. German propaganda, old trick to put us off our guard. What about my train?
There's not a train or a track or a locomotive to pull one, sir.
In this war, I've seen ammunition dumps without ammunition, field kitchens with no cooks, motor cars with no petrol to run them on. So I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to find a railway transport officer without trains. But let me tell you this, young man, that in the Boer War or in Somaliland, this sort of inefficiency wouldn't have been tolerated for a second. Not for a second. Now, where can I get some grub?
Crown of Thorns is good for a handout at almost any hour.
What is it, a pub?
Pub, sir? I don't get you.
Oh, dash it, we don't speak the same language. A cafe?
No, sir, it's a convent. It's on the way to Ami Le Bon.
Show me the way, will you?
I think I hear Armstrong coming with a bathtub now. Armstrong, I want you to take the general here over to the Crown of Thorns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, General. I sure will do that. Kind of damp on foot, but I'll get you there, General.
I'm bored, sir. You're off.
Poor show, I couldn't get a train tonight. Wasted 24 hours of my leave.
You can step on it, Armstrong. The general's in a hurry.
I sure will do that.
Well, goodbye, General.
What were those other wars he was talking about, Captain? The Boer War and the Somme something. I never heard of them.
Those weren't wars. Those were just summer maneuvers.
Here we are, General. The convent of the Crown of Thorns. Let me give you a hand.
I can manage, thank you.
Bonsoir, Sister Jacqueline.
Bonsoir, Napoléon.
I brought you a real live colonel.
Je suis un général anglais.
Entrez donc, mon général.
Good night, General. Bon appetit. Good night, Sister Jacqueline.
Bonne nuit, Napoléon. Que désirez-vous, mon général?
Merci, madame. Les Américains, moi, je suis... J'ai mangé.
Monsieur le général a mangé quelque chose qui lui aurait fait mal.
Oui, mangé.
Mais venez donc, mon général. Faut pas vous tourmenter, mon général, on vous guérira bien vite. Ma mère, il y a un général anglais qui vient d'arriver.
Je viens avec toi, mon petit.
Macron, le général est malade.
Bonsoir, madame.
Good evening, General.
Ah, matron, for heaven's sake, tell your girls to sit down.
Sit down, nurses, sit down. D'abord, il faut nous enlever toutes ces choses mouillées. And your coat. Oh, General, you have fallen on your feet.
I was beginning to think so.
I have 62 fish-to-trained nurses straight from England and all dying to nurse someone. Now, what's the trouble?
Trouble, matron?
Well, the nun said you'd eaten something.
She got it wrong. I want to eat. I'm hungry.
Oh!
Yes.
Ce qu'il veut manger.
Soyez le bienvenu, général.
Merci, ma mère.
Il va rester avec nous.
Please. Well, that's settled then. We should be delighted to have you with us.
Thank you.
You've been in the front line? I suppose you have. I was with the Italians. I was lucky. I came through Caporetto without a scratch.
Good heavens, matron. What insect powder do you use?
Come and sit over here, General, will you? Move up a bit, my dear. Une assiette, s'il vous plaît. Could you pass the water, please? We have macaroni.
Splendid.
Thank you, nurse.
Matron, have you ever seen the Indian rope trick?
No, General, have you? Must be an incredible sight.
Yes, but I've never heard of anybody who's seen it unless he heard he was going to see it first.
I beg your pardon, I don't quite understand.
You hear about a thing, you hope to see it, and then you'll see it.
Yes, General, will you excuse me?
One moment, matron. Do you know that girl over there?
I'm afraid I don't. I only met them here at the station. Come along, nurses. Bed, everyone. Bed, everybody. Come along.
Come on, Win.
Où est le matron?
Qui? La matrone?
Oui, le matron.
Vous désirez lui parler encore?
Oui, parlez, quick.
Restez. Je m'en vais la chercher.
Nurse, do you know the name of the girl sitting at the end of that table?
Dark or fair?
Fair.
Oh, I don't remember. Can you describe her better?
Well, she was fair. I didn't see the color of her eyes. Slim.
Sorry, well, it might be anyone. Excuse me, General.
Where do you come from tonight? What detachment are you?
Yorkshire. West Riding, most of us. Good night, General.
Good night. How long now?
Not long wrong now, sir.
You've said that 10 separate times.
I know, sir.
Well, hurry. The train leaves at 10:30.
I know, sir.
I need extra time at Amy LeBron. I'm going to GHQ.
I know, sir.
Stop talking like an infernal parrot, Murdoch. How do you know?
I was told, sir.
Who told you?
Major Van Zyle's Batman, sir.
What did he say?
That you were up in the air, sir, because the Major had got valuable information from the Jerrys, the prisoners, sir.
Your misinformation, Murdoch, is typical.
Thank you, sir.
4 pages of confessions not worth Kretschmer's Schuldo. There can't be 2 of them with a name like that, eh, Murdoch?
No, sir.
You don't know what on earth I'm talking about.
No, sir.
Haven't I told you about the time I was in Berlin in 1902?
When you grew your moustache, sir?
And yet you can't remember the name Kretschmer Schuldorf. You know, you ought to bequeath that brain of yours to Guy's Hospital.
Oh, I remember now, sir. He married the girl.
Yes, he married the girl. Last night, Murdoch, I saw a girl, a nurse, straight from England. I've never seen a more striking resemblance.
She must have been a very common type of girl, sir. The young lady in Berlin, I mean.
She was a most uncommon. What the devil do you mean, Murdoch?
Well, sir, there was that girl in Philip. You remember he went 9 times. And there was that girl in the group out of the bystander. We lost it in the big push, didn't we? And then there's a dispatch rider coming, sir.
General Candy?
Yes?
Urgent message from Major Van Zyl, sir. Came over the wire from mile 14. They've mended the line, sir. Any answer, sir?
No, no answer.
Anything wrong, sir?
Murdoch, the war is over.
Yes, sir.
The Germans have accepted the terms of the armistice. Hostilities cease at 10 o'clock. It's nearly that now. Murdoch, do you know what this means?
I do, sir. Peace. I can go home. Everybody can go home.
For me, Murdoch, it means more than that. It means that right is might, after all. The Germans have shelled hospitals, bombed open towns, sunk neutral ships, used poison gas, and we won. Clean fighting, honest soldiering have won. God bless you, Murdoch.
Sir.
Miss Barbara! Lunch is ready! Barbara!
Oh, dear.
Don't listen to them. Now, you listen to me. There I was asleep. You'd never seen me before. You never even spoke to me then. How could you be so sure?
Can I ask you a question first?
You're wriggling. fight far away.
How can you be so sure? I'm 20 years older than you are, and I'm a soldier. When other people are thanking God the war is over, I'm going to the War Office to ask, where is another war where you can use me?
You asked me that once before, and I told you.
I'm asking you again because I want to hear it again. And again.
I'm marrying you because I want to join the army and see the world. I'm marrying you because I love watching you play polo. I'm marrying you for 50 different reasons, and they all mean that's how I imagine my future husband.
Same here. That's how I imagine my future wife.
Oh, the gong's the final appeal. Darling, we must go. We've got the bishop for lunch.
I hope he's tender.
And now, in conclusion, oh yes, I should like to say a few words to General Candy. We members of the church militant can admire the heroes of the war, but in our hearts, we are men of peace. And so I am glad to have met you for the first time, as I did, sir, on a simple and heartwarming occasion, rather than at some military ceremonial. When I first heard that a general of the British Army was arranging a ball for the benefit of those nurses of the West Riding who had taken part in the 4-year struggle, I said to myself, there is a man whose heart is in the right place. And I am glad to be able to tell you that one result is that the sum of £131 2 and 6 will be handed over to the War Nurses Benevolent Fund.
My Lord Bishop, I want to make a confession. I first saw Barbara in Flanders on the last night of the war. She was a nurse among 70 other nurses. I never knew her name, but I found out that most of the nurses came from Yorkshire, the West Riding. And, of course, she was a nurse. So I thought to myself, well, Yorkshire's a big place, my Lord Bishop. So I thought, how can I find a nurse in Yorkshire? You understand who I'm driving at, I suppose, what I mean.
I understand exactly what you mean, darling.
That window is the den.
Wrong. Next floor's the den. That's the bathroom.
Oh, look!
Sister here.
Is yon grey-head Murdoch?
His idea of greeting the conquering hero, I suppose.
I think I shall like Murdoch. And I know I shall like this house. Clive, let this whole house be our den where we can always crawl, whether we return with rich spoils or badly mauled from our rovings, or just to change our spots.
Aunt Margaret would have loved you for that.
It's a fine, solid-looking property, like you. Clive, you won't change, will you? And don't ever leave this house.
No fear. Even if there's a second flood, this house shall always stand on its solid foundations. And we'll have a private lake in the basement.
That's a promise. You stay just as you are till the floods come.
Till the floods come.
And this is a lake.
And this is a lake.
I'm sorry, Mum. Mrs. Candy, I was at the top of the house. I wasn't expecting you so early, sir.
Well, Murdoch, this is the wife.
So you're Murdoch?
Yes, madam.
First time I've ever heard him answer anything but yes, sir.
Everything is under control, Mum. I've had the telephone installed, sir.
You have? Good.
The agent say I've got a lot of cooks for you to see, Mum, but I've bought plenty of
Well,
flour.
come along, let's get
vegetables,
inside.
Potatoes. Yes, sir.
We'll have some fun with this.
All the tradespeople have called, Mum, and they'll be calling again for your orders.
That's all right, Murdoch. Not staying this time, off tonight.
Yes, sir?
8 weeks Paris. When we come back, we'll put our feet up for a bit and have a big party.
Yes, sir. I've got your letters from the club, sir, on the wee tray.
Ah.
I'm so sorry, Murdoch. You took such a lot of trouble.
Oh, that's all right, Mum. We're used to it. I told the porter the General wouldn't be using the club so much in future, Mum.
Oh, well, what did he say? Well, go on, Murdoch. I can bear it.
Yes, Mum. He said, they all say that at first, Mum.
I say, Barbara, here's an answer from the Prisoners of War Committee.
Oh, they found him?
Yes, Oberst Kretschmer Schuldorf, 2nd Regiment Uhlans of the Guards. Ah, Camp 7, Hardwick Hall, Derbyshire. Poor old tale.
Darling,
Mm-hmm.
let's postpone Paris. I'd love to meet him.
Message, sir, from the Commandant's office.
No answer.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't...
No answer.
Well?
He said no answer, sir.
No answer? What else?
Nothing, sir.
He refused to come?
If that was the message, madam.
Why is very much printed like that?
It was a joke we had.
Where was the Oberst?
Listening to the band, sir.
All right, Higgins.
I was thinking how odd they are. Queer. For years and years, they're writing and dreaming beautiful music and beautiful poetry. All of a sudden, they start a war. They sink undefended ships, shoot innocent hostages, and bomb and destroy whole streets in London, killing little children. And then they sit down in the same butcher's uniform and listen to Mendelssohn and Schubert. Something horrid about that. Don't you think so, Clive?
Perhaps I should have written in German.
He understands English. They all learn English while they're here.
Major Davis, do you mind if we went down and had a try? Perhaps it was because of the music. There's an interval now.
By all means, try, sir. But Mrs. Candy had better remain.
Oh, yes. I can't understand it. I've written to him before the war, and he's written to me.
They stopped English lessons on the 11th of November.
On Armistice Day.
So viel Konzerte gehört das mir mit der Zeit auf die Nerven, bevor die wieder zu Hause ist. Ich hab schon was gehört. Weißt du, in Dresden auch Staats, aber die alle zurück.
Oberst Kretschmer Schuldorf.
Over there.
Theo.
Candy. I hope your wife will forgive me.
I'm afraid you didn't read the invitation, old man.
Oh, bachelor party, eh? Well, if I'd realized your charming wife wasn't here, I shouldn't have been in such a hurry.
Never mind, we'll find you something.
Oh, don't worry, I've had dinner on the train. I've come straight from Victoria.
Leave?
No, duty.
Well, come and have a glass of milk.
This is Brigadier General Candy's residence.
May I speak to the general, please?
And whom, may we ask, is speaking?
Tell him it's Oberst Kretschmer Schuler speaking from Victoria Station, and tell him I'm leaving London tonight.
Do you mind repeating the name, sir?
Oberst Kretschmer Schuler.
Thank you, sir.
Couldn't he phone tomorrow? Where's he speaking from?
Victoria Station, sir. He's leaving tonight, he said.
What name?
Sounded like Renschbar or something, sir.
Kretschmer Schuldorf.
That's it, sir.
Murdoch, that brain of yours ought to be in a bottle. Theo.
Yes, it's me, Theo. How are you, my friend? Yes, I'm going home. If there's such a thing left in Germany. Oh, yeah, there's scores of us here. Can't you hear them? We have an extra train. It leaves at 11:30. Yes, we are on the guard. Clive, I may still call you Clive now you're a general.
Cut the cackle. What have you got to say for yourself?
Look, I am sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Because of our meeting at the camp. I was a silly fool. Yes, and I felt I had to tell you before I leave. I must ring off now, Clive. Good luck to you all.
Major Davis.
Yes?
Come here a moment, will you? I'll send you back to Derbyshire if you're not careful. Now, you just sit tight and we'll come and get you.
All right. I won't run away. Would you mind, Lieutenant?
You Prussian stiffneck, the only way to get you is to kidnap you. Now, let's have a look at you. You've worn well, old chef. You've still got my mark, I see.
And you still need a moustache.
When were you captured?
July 16.
You were lucky you missed the worst of it.
I would prefer to have been unlucky.
That's what you think. Have you heard from home? Have you got any children? How about Edith?
What shall I answer first? Edith is all right as far as I know. And, yes, we have 2 children.
Boys, eh? Now, that one's exactly like Edith.
Carl, yes, he is, isn't he? Oh, I almost wish we had no children.
What?
Oh, what future can children have in a beaten country?
Oh, you Germans, you're all a bit crazy. You wait till you meet Barbara. She'll tell you what's what.
Who's Barbara?
My wife. Oh, of course you don't know I'm married. You'll get a bit of a shock when you see her.
Shock? I'm sure she's charming.
Oh, I don't mean that. You wait and see. Of course you won't see her. She's gone out to the theater with her mother. Never mind. Now, have you got any more snapshots? Tell me all about yourself.
In fact, neither of them were much good.
Gentlemen, this is my friend, Oberst Kretschmer Schuler. Sir Archibald Blair, shining light of the Foreign Office.
How do you do, Oberst?
General Betteridge.
How do you do? I've heard about you, Oberst.
General Keane.
How do?
Major Michael Cornish and his brother, Major... John Cornish. Admiral Sir Merton Barrow of the so-called senior service. Commodore Brendan Crester.
Ditto.
Major Davis, you know.
Intimately.
Colonel Hopwell, aide to the Governor of Gibraltar.
How do you do, my dear fella?
Sir William Rendell on the Viceroy's staff.
How do you do?
George Metcalf of Uganda. Sir John Bembridge, just back from Jamaica.
How do you do, sir?
Colonel Mannering, known to the press as the uncrowned king of Southern Arabia.
How do you do?
Mr. Christopher Wynne of Bradford, England, my father-in-law.
How are you?
How do you do?
Embodiment of all the solid virtues. Sit down, Theo. What will you have to drink?
Port, please.
Port?
Port. Water?
It has to go round the clock, Oberst.
Cigar? Cigarette?
Cigarette.
They're both on the table.
Turkish or Virginia?
Thousands of them.
Virginia. I think you'll find those.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I don't suppose you remember me, but we met in Berlin in '02.
Oh, did we?
Ah, Barstow. Colonel Barstow of the Royal Air Force, Oberst Kretschmer Schuler.
How do you do? Don't get up.
I'm glad to see you on your way home at last, Oberst.
Thank you very much, sir.
Can't imagine anything more awful than being a prisoner of war in England.
I don't think it is much good anywhere.
Oh, my dear fellow, in this country, people poke their nose into everything. Did you get any letters from spinsters?
Yes, we had.
Yes, I thought so. They started a campaign to write to prisoners of war. Not our types, mind you.
Oh, it wasn't so bad. We had books, concerts, lectures.
I'm sure your camp was well run. German organization is very thorough.
Bit too thorough for us.
Was the cooking good?
It was English cooking.
Fellow's got a sense of humor.
My daughter Joyce started a campaign to better the food of the German prisoners.
I remember the government was also charged with overfeeding them.
Oh, we're not too bad. Drink up, Dale.
Gentlemen, your health.
Cheer up. Good luck. By the way, what have you done with old Tiger Bloomfield?
At Victoria, he's in the bar of the Grosvenor. He was hostage for the others.
Now, where is the sense of guarding officer prisoners nearly a year after the fighting's over?
I imagine it is more to protect us.
Protect against what?
People.
What people?
Your people.
How do you mean?
They can't be adjusted from war to peace as easily as you can, gentlemen.
I think you'll find that's not true.
Do you mean to say that our people would attack you in that uniform?
I tried to kill Englishmen in this uniform.
My dear fellow, that's rather a gloomy point of view, isn't it?
You've got the wrong end of the stick, old man.
Of course, the war's over.
Yes, there's nothing to bear malice about. You're a decent fellow, and so are we.
I'm not a decent fellow. I'm a beggar, like the rest of all the professional soldiers in our army. The beaten country can't have an army, so what are we going to do?
I imagine there'll be a great deal to do.
But not for us. We know a bit about horses. We can become stable boys.
You'll feel differently when you're home again.
Home. But what will the home be like? Another prison camp.
Who says so?
Aren't we going to have foreign troops occupying our cities for years?
For years? I like that.
I've never heard a man more wrong than you are. We don't want to make beggars of him. And we're a trading nation. We must have countries to trade with.
But surely you realize that the reconstruction of Germany is essential to the peace of Europe.
I can't see our taxpayers keeping an army in your country, can you, Candy?
No, of course not. Read the papers, men, the English papers. We can't ask you to be our friends if we rob you and humiliate you, too. That's how we all feel, eh?
Yes.
We want to be friends.
We want to trade with Germany, said one. A general said, we don't want to keep an army just to occupy your country. A general. Oh, there are children, boys playing cricket. They win the shirts off our backs and now they want to give them back. Because the game is over. War is the most unpopular thing in England. They are already organizing pacifist societies. Their newspapers are anti-military. Wait a moment. Here we can get to something anti-military. This childlike stupidity is a raft for us in a sea of despair. Do you know what my friend the General Candy said? Don't you worry, old chap. We soon have Germany on their feet again.
I think we made an impression on him. And the last thing I said to him was, my dear fellow, don't you worry. We'll soon have Germany on her feet again.
And he believed it?
Theo, I believe so. I hope so.
Darling, don't hum.
Was I humming?
Mm-hmm. It's a little habit you've got.
Well, what do I do if I don't hum?
Kretschmer Schulder.
Yeah.
This way, please.
Your registration book and identity card, please. Sit down. When did you arrive in this country?
The 6th of June, 35.
From?
Paris, France. I arrived in France the 15th of January, 34.
From Germany?
Yes.
Why did you leave Germany?
My outlook of life is against the Nazis.
Most refugees left Germany early in 1933 when Hitler came to power.
I had nothing to fear from Hitler. At least I thought so. It took me 8 months to find out I was wrong.
Rather a long time. Don't you think so?
Please, I mean no offense, but you in England took 5 years.
Right. Have you been in England before?
Yes. I was prisoner of war in the last war.
I see you were an officer. When did you leave the army?
In 1920. 8 out of 10 officers had to retire when the German army ceased to exist as a large army, I mean.
You prefer the existence of a large army?
Not anymore. In 20, I chose a new profession. I became a military chemist. I worked for 13 years in a factory in Mannheim.
Are you married?
My wife is dead.
Children?
2. I have no connection with them. They are good Nazis. As far as any Nazi can be called good.
I'm afraid, Mr. Kretschmer-Schuldorf, that doesn't sound very much in your favor.
I've tried to answer correctly.
Personally, I don't doubt your good faith, but I'm here to safeguard my country's interests. You may be an anti-Nazi, you may not. In times like these, one enemy in our midst can do more harm than 10 across the channel. If you were here to work for the enemy, what would you tell me now? Exactly the same, that you were a friend of England and that our enemy was your enemy. I know this is hard on those who are really with us, but it should be their best assurance that this time we mean business. If you are a friend, our precautions are your precautions, and our interests, your interests, because our victory will be your victory. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
If you don't mind, sir.
Well, go ahead.
In earlier years, the most important principle of my life used to be never lie, always tell the truth.
Very good principle. I hope you stick to it.
Oh, I have not told a lie, but I also have not told the truth. The refugee soon learns that there's a big difference between the two. The truth about me is that I'm a tired old man who came to this country because he's homesick. Oh, please don't stare at me like that, sir. I'm all right in the head. You know that after the war, we had very bad years in Germany. We got poorer and poorer. Every day, retired officers and school teachers were caught shoplifting. Money lost its value. The price of everything rose, except of human beings. We read in the papers, of course, that the after-war years were bad everywhere, that crime was increasing and that the honest citizens were having a hard job to put the gangsters in jail. Well, I needn't tell you, sir, that in Germany, the gangsters finally succeeded in putting the honest citizens in jail. My wife was English. She would have loved to come back to England, but it seemed to me that I would be letting down my country in its greatest need, and so she stayed at my side. When in summer 33 we found that we had lost our children to the Nazi party, and I was willing to come, she died. None of my sons came to her funeral. Heil Hitler. And then in January 35, I had to go to Berlin on a mission for my firm. Driving up in my car, I lost my way on the outskirts of the city, and suddenly, the landscape seemed so familiar to me. And slowly I recognized the road, the lake, and a nursing home where I spent some weeks recovering. Almost 40 years ago. I stopped the car and sat still, remembering. And you see, in this very nursing home, sir, I met my wife for the first time. And I met an Englishman who became my greatest friend. And I remembered the people at the station in 19, when we prisoners were sent home, cheering us, treating us like friends. The faces of a party of distinguished men round a table who tried their utmost to comfort me when the defeat of my country seemed to me unbearable. And very foolishly, I remembered the English countryside, the gardens, the green lawns, the weedy rivers and the trees she loved so much. And a great desire came over me to come back to my wife's country. And this, sir, is the truth.
Haven't you got anyone in this country who knows you well? A British citizen?
The doorman at the chemical works were offered my services. The police officers at the aliens department at Bow Street.
Constable. Don't you know Major General Clive Wincanby?
Yes, I used to know him.
Did you ask him to come here and testify on your behalf?
Yes, I did send him a letter, but I suppose he...
Theo, my dear chap, let's have a good look at you. By God, you've kept your figure better than I have. A bit of a bay window, huh? You see, sir, I wouldn't be surprised if this fellow really disliked us. He comes to England twice in his life. The first time he's a prisoner, and the second time he's just about to be one. May I talk to him, sir? I haven't seen him for 20 years and a bit.
Afraid not here, General. We have many Kretschmar shoot-ups waiting.
You mean to say that I've traveled 11 hours from, mustn't say where, and you won't allow me to have a word with the condemned man?
Well, you don't have to go back this minute, do you?
Tomorrow morning, sir, infernally early, too.
Well, that's all right. You can talk to him all day and all night, till midnight. Aliens' curfew, you know.
And I can take him with me?
If you say you know him.
Do I know him?
And will stand surety for him.
With everything I have, sir.
Oh, it's time I was going.
The night's young yet.
Don't you remember curfew for aliens?
Oh, yes.
I have to be at home by midnight.
Don't forget, sir, you have to be up at 6 o'clock.
Early parade, eh?
Aye.
How lucky you are, Clive.
Yes, they put me on the retired list in 35, but I knew they'd want me again. Back I went on the active list like a shot. I mean, why don't you stay? I've 18 rooms. Murdoch, rally round.
Thank you, Clive. I'd better not. I would need a special permit anyway.
Yeah. All right, Murdoch, as you were. Stay a little longer. I'll send you home by car. Murdoch, tell Miss Cannon to be here by 11:45.
Very good, sir.
Who is Miss Cannon?
Miss Cannon, my driver, MTC.
Do you remember, Clive, we used to say, our armies are fighting for our women, our children, and our homes. Now the women are fighting beside the men. The children are being trained to shoot. What's left is the home. But what is the home without women and children?
You never met my wife. Would you like to see a picture of her?
Oh, very much. Do you remember when that was all I was able to say in English? Very much.
You got further with them than I ever got.
In what respect?
Dash it, don't tell me you didn't know.
You what?
Wait, you make me blush.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I thought it was written all over my face when I left Berlin in '02.
You forget I never saw your face after you'd left.
I was in love with her, your wife.
She never told me.
She never knew.
But I seem to remember... Oh, Clive, that last day in Berlin when I told you, you seemed genuinely happy.
Dash it, I didn't know then. But on the train, I started to miss her. On the boat, it was worse. And by the time I got back to London, well, I'd got it properly. My Aunt Margaret got onto the scent straight away. Women have a nose for these sort of things. Besides, I did a stupid thing. First night back, I took out her sister.
Aunt Margaret's?
Edith's.
Oh, Martha?
Yes.
What is stupid about that?
Thinking her sister would be like she was.
Like Edith?
Yes.
Well, you got over it?
That's just it. I never got over it. Theo, this may sound a damn silly thing to say to you, but I never got over it. You may say that she was my ideal. If she were some sort of sickening long-haired poet. All my life, I've been looking for a woman like her. So now you know.
I never thought it possible that an Englishman could be so romantic. And your wife, you don't mind my asking you, you loved her?
Yes, dreadfully. She was exactly like Edith. I'll show her to you.
Oh, she's very lovely.
But isn't she like Edith, eh? See the resemblance?
Yes, there's something very striking. But you must not forget, I saw Edith 31 years later than you. We grew old together. You understand?
Ah, yes, of course. But she was exactly like her.
It's a strange place to hang such a lovely picture.
She wanted it. I call this my den, you know. She always knew I used to come back here. We had a joke about it. All my stuff's here. It'll be an awful gap without her. Have a pig, boy.
It must be terrible to lose someone very dear to you in a foreign country.
It wasn't a foreign country, it was Jamaica.
Bye, Clive. Have a nice journey.
Don't worry about anything. Everything's under control.
Oh, that's fine.
Will you close the door, sir, please?
Oh, shut up, Murdoch.
Good luck to you, Murdoch.
Thank you, sir. But the general isn't taking me. I'm staying behind to look after things here.
You know the way, Angela?
Yes, sir.
The door, sir, please.
Did you see the warden?
I'm the warden of this district, sir.
Oh, it must be very difficult to drive in the blackout.
It's not as bad as it looks, sir.
I suppose you've done a lot of night driving.
No, sir. I never drove before the war.
What made you learn it?
My boyfriend taught me. But not at night.
Is he a good driver?
Oh, first rate. He's one of the Bentley boys. Just now he walks on his 2 flat feet. He's a private in training.
What was your job before the war, Miss Cannon?
Photographic model.
Oh, interesting work.
Not bad. Bit hard on the feet. How did you know my name, sir?
The General talked about you.
Oh, did he? Mind if we try and beat the light, sir?
No, not at all.
Sorry, sir. Couldn't make it.
You like being the General's driver?
Of course, who wouldn't? He's such an old darling. I could have done a handstand when he asked for me. You know, he chose me out of 700 girls, sir. Some odds, isn't it? 700 to 1. Crying out loud, look at that light. He ought to be reported. Oh, come on, don't be all night. That's what causes accidents. Long odds, weren't they, sir?
I beg your pardon?
700 to 1. Makes me a bit of an outsider.
What is your first name, Miss Cannon?
Angela.
It's a lovely name. Comes from angel, doesn't it?
I think it stinks. My friends call me Johnny. Is it this crossing or the next, sir?
Oh, this will do, yeah? Good night, Angela.
Good night, sir.
I'd like to see your boyfriend one of these days.
Me too. Good night, sir.
He's on his way down now. For the love of Gilgood, go and stop him as he gets out of the lift. If you let him put one whisker inside the studio, you are out.
Thank you, sir.
This way, General.
Thank you.
General Wincandy?
This way to Studio 5, sir.
Mr. Herbert Marsh would like to see you, sir.
Never heard of him.
Yes, but he's heard of you, sir.
Has he? Good.
It's this way to the Studio 5, sir.
What time does my broadcast start, precisely?
Well, almost at 1, sir.
21:20, sir.
Plenty of time.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, shut up.
A regular warren, eh?
Yes.
Beehive of industry.
Yes, sir.
Do you like working here?
Oh, very much. You meet such interesting people.
You can tell that from the programs.
General Wincandy.
I don't think I've met you, sir.
No, I'm afraid I've not had that pleasure. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Cigarette?
Thank you. What is snug quarters you've got here, and deep.
Yes, we have to be deep these days.
I quite agree. Back to the Stone Age, what? I don't think I'll like this at the moment, if you don't mind. Bad for speaking. Makes my throat dry.
General, I'm afraid we've been having a little trouble about your broadcast.
Well, I'm used to trouble. I'm a soldier.
Yes, the authorities think that it's a little ill-timed and might be better postponed.
Think it's a little ill-timed? Who has been saying that? Why?
Well, General, you know, in times of war...
Don't talk to me about war.
No, of course, that would be grotesque.
I have been asked to describe in this broadcast my views on the cause of the retreat and its aspects for the future. There they are. I've been serving my country for 44 years. What was your position before this one, sir, eh? What?
A lawyer.
A lawyer? Well, I was a soldier. And before that, I suppose you were at college, and I was a soldier. And I was a soldier when you were a baby. And before you were born, sir, when you were nothing but a toss-up between a girl's and a boy's name, I was a soldier then. I'm deeply sorry, sir. I know it's not you.
No, I'm afraid it isn't.
I'll make the necessary inquiries through the War Office. I'll have a light for this cigarette now, if you please.
Malta this morning had its 25th air raid since Italy entered the war last Monday.
It's not known if there was any damage or casualties.
Cigarettes, soldier.
In yesterday's raids, 1 civilian was killed and 8 were wounded. That brings us to the end of the news and to tonight's postscript, which is given by Mr. J.B. Priestley.
What on earth can have happened? Murdoch, do you think he's had an accident?
I can't think, miss.
I was expecting it.
Why?
I've read his speech. I thought they would cancel it.
It's him. Sorry about the slight delay. Now, here is Mr. Priestley.
Murdoch, where can I go? The General mustn't find me here.
Let me handle it.
Oh, no
Angela.
fear. You let me out of here.
Hello, Theo? If supper's ready, you can serve it, Murdoch.
I'm very sorry, sir.
Why?
I shouldn't be here.
I asked Miss Cannon to come in. She was anxious to hear your broadcast.
Cancelled at the last minute. Pity we hurried as we did, Angela. We didn't leave the War Office till 5:20 to 9.
There's a War Office letter for you there, sir. It came this afternoon.
Paul Reynaud has resigned. Pétain is Prime Minister.
Bad news.
What? Oh, yes, bad news.
Sherry, sir.
Yes.
Sherry, miss? Sherry, Mr. Sir?
Yes, please. Thank you. How is your fiancé?
He's not my fiancé.
Oh, beg your pardon. How's your boyfriend?
He's getting a commission.
Oh, congratulations.
I ought to go, you know.
No. Stay a bit longer. Say.
Down the hatch. Any news about your application?
Turned down. Enemy alien.
But you're an expert. Why didn't you ask him? He knows everybody.
She was away.
Dinner served, sir.
Yes.
I'm going now, sir. Will you want the car anymore?
I brought an extra cover, sir.
Sit down, Angela. Theo, sit down, both of you.
Thank you, sir. I've had my dinner.
Have another one, Angela.
If you're worrying about sitting down with your general, then stop worrying. I'm not a general anymore.
Clive, what has happened?
Retired again. Axed. They don't need me anymore.
Sorry, sir.
I know how that feels.
No, you don't?
Oh, I was barely 45 when it happened to me.
Different kettle of fish. You were made to do it. But we're not finished. Nor am I. Just starting. I've often thought a fellow like me dies. Special knowledge, awful waste. Well, am I dead? Does my knowledge count for nothing, eh? Experience, skill? You tell me.
It is a different knowledge they need now, Clive. The enemy is different, so you have to be different, too.
Are you mad? I know what war is.
I don't agree. I read your broadcast up to the point where you described the collapse of France. You commented on Nazi methods, foul fighting, bombing refugees, machine gunning hospitals, lifeboat, lightships, bailed out pilots, and so on, by saying that you despised them, that you would be ashamed to fight on their side, and that you'd sooner accept defeat than victory if it could only be won by those methods.
So I would.
Clive, if you let yourself be defeated by them just because you are too fair to hit back the same way they hit at you,
There won't be any methods but Nazi methods. If you preach the rules of the game, while they use every foul and filthy trick against you, they'll laugh at you. They think you're weak, decadent. I thought so myself in 1919.
I heard all that in the last war. They fought foul then, and who won it?
I don't think you won it. We lost it, but you lost something too. You forgot to learn the moral. Because victory was yours, you failed to learn your lesson 20 years ago. And now you have to pay the school fees again. Some of you will learn quicker than the others. Some will never learn it, because you've been educated to be a gentleman and a sportsman in peace and in war. But Clive, dear old Clive, this is not a gentleman's war. This time you are fighting for your very existence against the most devilish idea ever created by a human brain, Nazism. And if you lose, there won't be a return match next year. Perhaps not even for 100 years. You mustn't mind me, an alien, saying all this. But who can describe hydrophobia better than one who's been bitten and is now immune?
Well, you see, Angela, even one's best friend lets one down.
I don't think so, sir.
You too, eh? Kick a fella when he's down, what?
Nobody would ever kick you, sir. You just got to change over, that's all.
Change over to what?
Well, a new job. It's easy enough for a man.
Think so, eh? Swap horses in midstream.
A lot of people have had to do it in this war, sir. It's better than drowning.
Bravo, Angela. I shall call you John in future. She's hit the nail on the head. I don't know you. You shouldn't give up so easily, my boy. Is this the same man who took Berlin by storm 40 years ago? Look at me. Nobody wants me, but do I give up?
Nobody wants you, and you're an expert. I don't know anything but soldiering. Not even that, apparently.
What about the Home Guards, sir? They need leaders. They're just becoming an army. If we're invaded, they're our first defense. The papers say so.
There you are. You know everybody. You could get them arms and instructors and equipment. Oh, what a job. Forming a new army.
Home Guard, eh?
Yes, sir. I was going to tell you myself, sir.
You're drunk, Murdoch. Tell me what?
That I joined the Home Guard, sir.
You?
Yes, sir. Anything wrong with the soup, sir?
How should anybody know if they haven't touched it? Take it away, Lance Corporal Murdoch.
Sergeant Murdoch, sir. What have you been doing, sir, all this time?
Nothing, you blockhead, except talk. But watch now.
Hello, what's this?
Two for Hoopla, anyway.
Hi, missus. 2 basins for me and me old China.
Oh!
Kiss your skate, son.
See this Major General Clive Wynne Candy?
Blimey, what a moniker. Fill it up.
And moved to Royal Bathers Club, Piccadilly.
Should think he needed a bath after this lot. Good luck to the old bastard.
Still here?
Just going to...
Don't be late.
I won't, sir.
By gad, what's that?
A gun, sir. Brother's a gamekeeper.
That's the ticket. Load with number 4. We'll soon have rifles, Tommy guns, too. Know which end is which?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's right. Break it up, chaps. Good afternoon. By gad, we'll have the proper weapons, or I'll know the reason why. I won't leave that damn doorstep. I'll make a stay-in stroke or a sit-down strike or whatever they call it. We'll show 'em, Angela, eh? A real army, eh? The men are all right, keen as mustard. Organization, general staff, offices, general headquarters. That's what we want, and by gad, we'll get them. You hear, Angela?
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 year, 6 months. I'll show 'em. Take the afternoon off.
Thank you, sir.
Club 7:30.
Very good, sir.
Point to the throat, my boys. Gentlemen, this is Der Tag, what? This is the most vital and comprehensive exercise in which the Home Guard have yet taken part. Defense of London. We've trained for it, we can tackle it. We'll put up a good show, eh? We'll show these youngsters there's life in the old dog yet. Gentlemen, war starts at midnight.
Doctor's favorite.
Gotta go in a minute.
Why?
Got a job on.
Oh, you would have.
Come and have a look. See that?
What, those trucks?
Why, private army.
Well, what about it?
Do you remember what you told me last night, amongst other things?
Yes, I do, and I wish I hadn't told you now.
Why do you think that I wanted the lowdown on Sugar Candy's movements?
Well, why did you? What's the mystery?
We're off to see him.
Who?
The wizard.
What for?
Because of the wonderful things he does to ra-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, shut up, Spud. What do you mean?
We're going to teach him total war.
How?
Capture him. War starts at midnight, but we're going to bag him hours before that. Nazi methods, you know.
You're not a Nazi, Spud.
We're not training to fight Englishmen.
You can't do this.
Can't I? What?
I won't let you do it. He's such a dear old man.
So will I be when I'm over the 100. Ah, tea.
But, Spud, how can
when you do it, I know what it would mean.
You can't stop me, Johnny. Within an hour, the wizard will be the captive of my bone spear, not to mention 3 dozen of the toughest troops between here and New Zealand. Come on, drink this.
But, Spud, don't you see? I gave you the information, and it's mean to take advantage of
Don't
it.
be a sissy. In war, anything goes.
Here, stop there. Oh, darling. He's dead. Oh, Mr. Marshall.
Spud! Spud! Come on, Spud. What happened?
She got me. Who? Mata Hari. Come on, quick.
Oh, no. Well, any luck? Not a hope. She's halfway to London by now.
She's gone to warn the wizard. Come on, get my tin hat. Get after her, quick.
Hi, who's going to bring the tea?
The sergeant's mess.
Oh.
Huh?
Yes. Oh. Mr. Marshall!
Really, miss, it's quite
Well, get him
impossible.
on the phone, then.
But, miss, this is...
Go on, man.
Very good.
Come on, section.
Head porter speaking.
The 3. Yes, sir.
His driver wishes to speak to General Win Candy. Yes, it's my...
General Wincandy in the club?
No, sir. The General left an hour ago with Brigadier General Caldecott near Vice Marshal Lloyd Hughes.
Did he say where he was going?
Excuse me, sir, but what is your business with the General?
I have a message for him, an urgent message.
You give me the message, I'll see the General gets it.
Damn it, old man. Are you a home guard?
Why, sir?
The password is Kiko 1911.
The General is stopper in the Turkish baths.
Sergeant Hawkins, you're in charge here. Stay with him, and don't you leave it there to answer the phone. You're a prisoner.
The war doesn't start till midnight.
Aha, that's what you think. Sergeant, that girl under there, she's a prisoner too.
Corporal, these 3 men remain.
All right, boys, this is it. Brute force and ruddy ignorance. Come on, Hawkins.
Hello? Hello? Well, warn him then. Warn him, can't you understand English? Tell him to hide!
Gentlemen, the war will soon be over. We agree it's very fine to win the last battle. We much prefer to win the first. You will be kept prisoner in this building till 6 a.m.
It's all right, sir. He's still there.
Hello, Clive.
Hello, dear. I'm glad you've come. I couldn't have stood anybody else.
Oh, that's all right.
You've heard, I suppose?
Yes. Johnny told me.
And?
Well, I think it is a dirty trick, but I can't help finding it a bit funny, too.
It is. That's the worst of it.
What do you think is going to happen now?
Officially, this young fellow would be brought up before a court of inquiry and the exercise repeated some other time.
Will there be an inquiry, sir?
No, there won't. I'll see to that. Where is he now?
Well, Spud, sir? Oh, he's with his men. They're marching into London.
Did you see them?
Yes, we saw them coming when we came across the Cromwell Road. The whole army with bands.
How did they look, eh?
Well, Clive, I must say
Oh, they looked okay.
They cleaned up my place rather nicely.
Oh, they built an emergency water tank there too, sir.
I've been thinking this over all night. I don't want to get this young fella into trouble. I think I'll invite him to dinner instead. Wasn't I just as much of a young fool as he is? Of course I was.
Yes. But I wonder if he's going to be such a grand old man as you are.
When I was a young chap, I was all gas and gaiters with no experience worth a damn. Now, tons of experience and nobody thinks I'm any use. I remember when I got back from Berlin in '02. Old Betteridge gave me the worst wigging I ever had. And then he invited me to dinner. I didn't accept. Often wish I had. Yes, I think I will invite him to dinner, and he'd better accept, you hear?
Yes, sir. Here they come. That's a promise. You stay just as you are till the floods come.
Till the floods come.
And this is a lake.
And this is a lake. Now, here is the lake, and I still haven't changed.
Sir?